Okay, this fly is something like the same as the Pistachio fly. We're using a different shell. I'm just trying something out here and make a turtle, baby turtle. We're using the walnut. Ordinary walnut, break her open, and then you take the ink marker green, black, and you color it. Just the shell. And then we add it for a tail, the back part of the hook. We used green floss and tied it right down almost to the back side. That would form your tail. And then we spun on a mixture of yellow and natural deer hair. Now, you leave enough space here to add your head, and what I used is our orange rubber earplug again. You dye it with an ink marker green, and we cut it off at the end, and you slide that, poke a hole in the end of it with your bunking, and you slide that over the head like that. Now your hair is spun to fit the inside of the shell, and what we got to do is trim this down until we get formed right over the top of the hook. So we just take our scissors and we start trimming our deer hair. A little at a time, because we don't want to get past that inside shape of the shell. So now we have our shape of the inside of our shell. You take the shell and using a fine pliers, you round off an edge so it fit over the top of your head. So that's just going to go down on top of the back of the neck of the turtle, like that. So we have an idea. Now we have to trim off the whole bottom completely flat. Our fly should look like this. Has the outline of the shell in the back, flat bottom, the colors showing for the belly of the turtle. Okay, we take our shell, and I filled the inside of it pretty well with plumber's glue. It's a glue. It's not very polar stuff. We take our legs. I'm going to use Chanté Swiss straw. Probably if you get it darker better, but I'm going to use the markers and color them up. So we just lay that in there. We'll trim them up later. 2 pieces. Just in there like that. We take our shell and we lay it down over the top of her pressing it down. Okay, after we let our shell dry on top of the spun deer hair and hook, we should end up looking like this. Now what we do is we'll trim our legs, usually into a fin shape. Back one's a little smaller. And then we take our green marker. I'm just going to put a little bit of green through that. Okay, after we color our legs, they should look like that. And then we'll decorate the rest of the body. Okay, for eyes, I run a monofilament through the head and ran down and glued with crazy glue some yellow beads. And what we do is you take a torch and you burn down the monofilament down to the eye. So there we are, my version of a red-eared baby turtle.